Hello, what's up, guys? This is TS Football Broadcast here, back with the XFL Teams ranked for Week 2 and Week 2 predictions. As you guys maybe all noticed, my throat is still kind of out. It's been out all week, or else this video would have been out probably Wednesday. But anyway, let's hop right into this. At number 8, the Tampa Bay Vipers. Their red zone was terrible. They can improve it somewhat, but I don't think they're going to improve it a lot because Mark Trestman is not a good head coach, and Aaron Murray is limited as a quarterback. It's kind of like the Chicago Bears, except with a worse head coach. Because Aaron Murray, Mr. Trubisky, both limited. Mark Trestman was a Bears head coach. Red zone problems, I don't know. I don't follow the Bears that closely to know if they had red zone issues. Number 7, the Seattle Dragons. Jim Zorn did not look good on the mic, but they also were playing the best team in the league. And Brandon Silvers does have potential as a quarterback, and they kept pace with that really good team for a half, which is good. They need to be better coming out of the second half, though. Number 6, the LA Wildcats. They're without their starting quarterback, so I pretty much hold their offensive performance as a grain of salt. I'm like, okay, they're without their starting quarterback, and that can be problematic. So it's like, well, they played decent. They played part of the game decent without their starting quarterback. Their defense needs to get better, though. Dallas Renegades, same deal. They didn't have their starting quarterback. They couldn't capitalize on stuff either, which I think the fact that they couldn't capitalize on stuff is another problem. And they didn't have their quarterback, so it's like double whammy there. Now, the New York Guardians are number 4. They played a joke of a team, so I'm not going to be, like, sucking them off yet. But they had some moments. I don't know how far they can really go, but they had some good moments. Houston Roughnecks, I got 2 things to say. Holy shit, P.J. Walker, and 25 unanswered points. Now, P.J. Walker did have a pick, but that was late, so I'm like, oh, it is a late pick. Big whoop. I don't really give a shit about stats unless it's something crazy. Like Matt Stafford throwing 5,000 yards. That was pretty cool to see. I'm not even a Lions fan. I just found it cool. But anyway, I just love the offensive structure that Roughnecks employed. They just went off. It was beautiful. Defensively, I can't really say a whole lot. It was decent defense, if I remember right. Number 2 was the St. Louis Battlehawks. I got a lot to say about the Battlehawks because they're kind of my team. I'm watching for the football, don't get me wrong. But I'm kind of rooting for the Battlehawks because Jordan Tamu and the fact that they're the closest team to me, even though they're like 1,000 miles away. St. Louis Battlehawks. Jordan Tamu was pretty good. He was big. He was throwing some good balls. Ran it pretty successfully as well. I think he needs to be a little more disciplined. Get his throws off just a little bit quicker sometimes. Yeah, I could probably just go into crazy detail, but he looked a lot better than he did back in his college days, though. Now this just goes for the whole team. We need more discipline as a whole. The Battlehawks, I think it was something like 7 penalties in the first half. I mean, we can't do that. Battlehawks cannot do that. It's not how it should go. It's like, are you kidding me? No, they need to be more disciplined as a whole. That doesn't just include, hey, Jordan Tamu, be more disciplined. It's, hey, everyone, be more disciplined, especially on defense. And then I have to mention the awesomeness, Marquette King. Man, that man was punting explosively. That was cool. That was really cool. And then number 1, DC Defenders. They just looked like the most complete team. Their offense exploded at times. And Cardale Jones is a really high ceiling. Eli Rogers is a really good receiver. They could use some work in the run game. Pep Hamilton is also one of the best coaches in the league, if not the best. I'd probably say the best at week 1. As the season progresses, I'm not sure that'll hold. It could. I'm rooting for him because I like Pep Hamilton. He he had a really, really good adjustment in the second half, too, for their defenders' defense. Special teams was, I can't remember their special teams to save my life, so that can either be a good thing or a bad thing. But the defenders did play the Seattle Dragons, so their opponent was a little bit weak. But I think they needed a weaker opponent to start off, and now I think they're going to start popping more. I believe they play the New York Guardians, so I think that's going to be a good matchup. I'm going to watch it on ABC. That game is either that game or that game might be the best game of the week. Because I think the Defenders are going to win. Because the Defenders just have a higher ceiling on offense, and I don't trust the Guardians. Vipers at Seattle Dragons. I'm going to go Tampa. Even though I have Tampa lower in the rankings this week, I think Tampa, well, here's this thing. I'm saying Tampa, but I don't know why. It's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, well, because they had such bad luck in the red zone. I mean, it's 3 of 23, but they went to the red zone 4 times and got 3 points. So I'm like sitting here, I'm like, there's no way they can be that bad in the red zone again, and that's pretty much my exclusive reason, because I don't like Aaron Murray. I don't like Mark Trestman. But with the Seattle Dragons, it's like, okay, Brand Silvers maybe can be good. I don't know what to do with that. Dallas Renegades at LA Wildcats. Both of them have their quarterbacks this week, so this game I have no idea where it's gonna go. If the Wildcats play like they did in like the end of the first quarter against the I think they played the Guardians last week. Yeah, but if the Wildcats play like they did last week in the end of the first quarter with their new quarterback, I think they can be better. See, neither of these teams have their starting quarterback, so I'm like, I don't even know who Dallas' starting quarterback is, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. I might actually avoid that prediction just because, like, I'm going to go with the Renegades, actually, because the Renegades, Renegades. Because hopefully they'll be able to capitalize on stuff, and they kept better pace with the Battlehawks than the Wildcats probably would have. So I'm going to go Renegades, even though this game I have no idea what's going to happen. And then St. Louis Battlehawks at Houston Roughnecks. This is a really tough one because the Roughnecks have P.J. Walker. I like the Battlehawks, but I think I'm going to go with the Houston Roughnecks winning. Because Houston Roughnecks have P.J. Walker, Battlehawk, and they also played significantly better against their opponent. You guys maybe look at my power ranking and be like, you kind of broke ranks a little bit. The power rankings I probably should have titled it as Power Rankings after Week 1, not against their Week 2 opponent, but I just don't trust St. Louis's discipline to beat the Roughnecks yet. Now, if they're playing this game in Week 5 or Week 6 after St. Louis got some more discipline, I'd be like, yeah. So, yeah, just to recap, it's Defenders over the Guardians, Vipers over the Dragons, Renegades over the Wildcats, and Roughnecks over the Battlehawks. And one more thing, this is just kind of a random blurb, so if you don't want to hear any more football, if you don't want to hear anything that's not a random blurb, like, comment, subscribe. Twitter is in the description below. Have a nice day, and goodbye. And for those of you who are staying to hear my little random blurb, I was watching the NBA a couple nights ago, maybe more, a few nights ago. It might have been, it was a little bit ago. Not something I do a lot. I don't really have a team. I just don't watch it a whole lot. I was watching the Indiana Pacers play the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks did not have Giannis, and without Giannis, they looked kind of bad. And I was watching the Pacers score back-to-back threes, and I was like, what? But yeah, no, I was just kind of surprised because I didn't think the Pacers were supposed to be good. And I was like, whoa. But the Bucks are without Giannis, so I'm like, well, no MVP, I mean. Yeah, no, it's just kind of a random thing I wanted to put in this video. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I will be coming out with the recaps to the games hopefully on time this week. I don't know, this week's been kind of crazy. I've been sick, I got a lot going on, so hopefully it comes out. I mean, this video came out late, for Christ's sakes, and that's due to my throat, but my throat's feeling a lot better. So anyway, guys, for those of you who stayed for the blurb, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Twitter is in the description below. Have an amazing, awesome day, and goodbye.